In this video, we are going to see how to write articles using Writesonic from Google Sheets. So let's say that you have got certain titles for which you have to write articles. So every time a new topic is added to your spreadsheet, here we have taken the example of a Google Sheet. Then with the help of Writesonic, which is an AI writer, you would be able to generate an article, and then the same article would be updated as a cell value in the same Google Sheet. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here your trigger application would be Google Sheets, and your first action application will be Writesonic, and then again Google Sheet. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are the new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm already an existing user. And here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. Now we have reached a dashboard. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Here you can give any random name. Now what is my objective here? My objective here is using Writesonic. I want to write articles with the given subject. So I'm going to name it as how to write articles using Writesonic. So once done, let's click on create. Now as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now what are triggers and actions? Triggers and actions are basically those two principles and concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be Google Sheets. Let's look for this, and here it is. So the trigger event here would be new or updated spreadsheet row. So every time a new row is added in my Google spreadsheet, then automatically this workflow is going to run. So here you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect can have access to the information. Now I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and then we have to follow the following steps. This is the help desk given. Please read this carefully. Let me show you what we have to do actually. So I have already created a sheet. The name of the spreadsheet is Writesonic titles, and here we have got one sheet and it is sheet 1. I have got two column fields, title and article generated. So here I have written two titles, modern methods of increasing employee productivity and brand influencing and social media marketing strategies. So now I have to go to extensions. So here you can see add-ons. Let's click on this. Then we have to go to get add-ons. As we do that, here we have reached the Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we are going to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Let's click on this. And you can see that this particular application has already been installed on my system. So please make sure that once you install this, close this window and then refresh this page. This is absolutely necessary. And once we have done that, we are going to wait for the few seconds and then go back to extensions. So as we do that, here you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then we are going to go to initial setup. As we do that, here we can see that the sheet has already been selected by the system. Now this webhook URL that we had just copied, I'm going to paste this over here. And once done, then we have to mention the trigger column. So the trigger column is the final data column where the data is added. So in this particular sheet, you can see the final data column will be A because this is the only column where the data has been added. So I'm going to write A here, send test. As I do that, here you can see that the test data has been sent successfully. And now I'm going to click on submit. So the configuration is all set. I'm going to close this and go back to extensions, back to Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here you can see send on event. This has to be checked. And once you click on this, you will see this tick mark right in front. And this is absolutely necessary so that every time the workflow runs, your response can be shared. Otherwise, it won't be shared. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response, and yes, here it is. This is the trigger column, then we have the title, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID and row index. Now once I have received this, what is my objective? With the help of an artificial intelligence writer, which is Writesonic, I want to write an article using this title. So now I'm going to choose my action application as Writesonic. Here it is. The action event here would be ChatSonic. Now what is ChatSonic? It is like ChatGPT, a chatbot like ChatGPT but with real-time data and images. Let's click on this and click on Connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Writesonic account. To set up this connection, first I'm going to click on add new connection. I have already logged into my Writesonic account. So once done, here you can see that we have to enter the API key. And how can you get the API key? For this, let's click on this hyperlink. So here it is shown that to find your API key, first log into your Writesonic account, then hover over your display picture on the top right corner. So this is my Writesonic account and this is the display picture on the right corner. As I click on this, here you can see API dashboard. So here you would be able to see Writesonic, ChatSonic and Photosonic API. So we have to toggle this towards the right. So it is mentioned over here. You can see that it is written that you have to activate the API, and once done we have to reveal the API key. So here, as soon as I reveal the API key, this is the key. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Now let's click on save to set up this connection. This basically means that Writesonic is now connected with Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to enter the input, the text for which I want to write an article, and I'm going to map this information. How? As I click on this, it is showing me the previous step. Let's go here, and this is the title. So I'm going to write an article on, and then this is the title. So this is how you map the information. And why is mapping important? So that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. And if I had written this manually, so it would have always taken the manually written data. That is why mapping is important. Now, do you want to enable Google result? Here you have got two options. I'm going to go ahead with no, and let's click on save and send test request. So as I do that, here you can see we have received the response. So this is the message, and as I scroll down, so this here is my article, which basically means that this integration is a complete success. Now what I want that this article should become a part of my Google Sheet. So I'm going to add another action step, and this time again my application will be Google Sheets. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to update a cell value. So I'm going to click on connect, and here I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. Now here we have to select the spreadsheet. So as I click on this, this is the spreadsheet that I'm working on. And here you can see that the system has already selected the sheet. So once the spreadsheet and sheet has been selected, we have to mention the range. So let me take you to my Google Sheet. So here you can see that this is the column where I want my information to get added. Basically this is the B column. So here it is written that you have to enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated, examples, column name and row index. So here I'm going to write the column name, and for row index I'm going to map the information by going to step 1. This here is the row index. Now the value. So the value here would be step 2, and this here is the message. Let's click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here we can see that the response has been received, according to which the value should be updated in the specific cell. So I'm going to take you to Google Sheet, and here you can see that the entire article is now a part of this Google Sheet. This basically means that our integration process is a complete success, but we also need to check the same in real time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly copy this, okay, and I'm going to just delete this, Now I'm going to use the same name again, okay? So I'm going to paste this once again as if I have added a new row. As soon as I enter, what should happen? Automatically an article should be generated and it should become a part of this Google Sheet. So let's wait for a few seconds. And here you can see that yes, the article is now a part of this sheet. This basically means that our integration is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy integration, and here the trigger application was Google Sheet where the event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then our action application was Writesonic where we had used the action as Chatsonic, which is like Chat GPT, and our final action application was again Google Sheet where we had updated the cell value. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.